Hi all, Nick. I made a unboxing video a little while back where I was unboxing this System 76 Lemur Pro. This is a device that I got from System 76 about 6 months ago, maybe a little longer, and had a little bit of interest from people to follow this up with like my impressions of more longer term ownership than 5 minutes, which is fair. It's got has Pop OS on it. I got the model with 12th gen i12 Intel. It just has integrated graphics, and it's got 2 terabytes of disk and 40 gigs of RAM, which really helps for my line of work. This machine is coming in handy a lot because I love the way that Linux gives me power over like managing files and automating tasks. Plenty of RAM, so I can be logged in working on stuff for one client that I'm working with, and then switch user to switch to a different client that I'm working with. So my impressions so far are that the machine, the software, those are great. I love the capability of having so much RAM. 40 gigs of RAM is plenty. I've never run out so far. Disk capacity, I barely touched it. I barely used like 250 gig maybe. It's awesome to know that I've got the 2 terabyte there, because sometimes if I'm doing like a job where I'm rendering graphics or something, or media, that can consume that disk space really fast, especially with automated tasking. Battery life is decent. I can go 4 or 5 hours working hard on it, and it's very quiet too. At times, if it needs to crank up the cycles, it will. You'll hear it going. That fan will kick on, and you can hear it. But 95% of the time, I don't even hear it. Some of the drawbacks are that these arrow keys. I do not know if you can see them, especially since they're so tiny. I don't know how you would be able to see them across the room in real life if I were holding this up for you now. These arrow keys are combined like in an array with the page up and page down keys, and I gotta be honest, they're awful. I find myself hitting page up and page down while I'm trying to move my cursor around in my IDE. Really not ideal at all. So what I might recommend if you're going to be using this at a desktop setting a lot is getting like a separate keyboard. The sound also, this thing's not for watching videos. I'll just leave it at that. It's really a great workhorse machine, and that's what it does for me. It does all the hard work that I need it to do, and it is a fantastic operating system. I really love Pop OS. Everything, as long as we're sticking with Pop, it's just working. Really nice to have flat packs because they install and uninstall so easily. And a lot of times with Linux, I find that you're installing things, trying out some software, and then having those flat packs makes it a lot easier to uninstall and not have that sort of installation residue that just kind of like sticks to your system over time. CPU-wise, I have not had any issues with this at all. Everything's snappy, everything's fast. It just works. I think if you were working in multimedia, like compiling video, then the CPU is going to be important. But for the work that I do, it's not. Those are really my impressions. The webcam I never used because I'll just say this is not a medium machine, and it's super light, so light. This is like the lightest laptop I own. It's lighter than my MacBook Air, I think. I feel like it is, and it doesn't feel like it's built cheap. This is the perfect machine for the way that I use it. If you're on the fence about buying a specifically Linux piece of hardware, and you find yourself, you're a developer yourself, I would probably try it, if only for the unique way that System 76 lets you build these machines. I'm not sure I could find a custom laptop builder that would put 40 gigs in for me. They just kind of like, their design philosophy just kind of clicked with me. You're not going to be paying for a ton of bells and whistles that you're not going to need. You're just getting a machine that works. But anyway, that's my sort of overview, my impressions. I continue to use it. If you're already looking at it, you know what you're looking at and you know what you're looking for. So I would say just go for it. I wish they would fix these awful arrow keys. That's my follow-up review. Thanks for watching.